Cambodia and Thailand in order to provide a meaningful space for constructive dialogue on their bilateral border issues. This meeting has demonstrated how our relationship in ASEAN is built on mutual respect, trust, solidarity, and understanding. It is a relationship that requires sensitivity to each other's concerns, which I think I am able to say was amply demonstrated in the discussions this evening. And also a commitment to dialogue, once again, amply demonstrated by both parties this evening, and the willingness to manage differences constructively. The Philippines approached this dialogue with utmost respect for both countries, guided by ASEAN's fundamental principles of respect for sovereignty, non-interference, and the peaceful settlement of disputes, as enshrined in the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia. As such, I appreciate the trust extended by Prime Minister Han Manet and Prime Minister Anutin to this process. During this meeting, I would venture to say that many subjects have been covered. Some agreements have been reached, and ways forward have been discussed. There were many candid discussions about the border situation between Cambodia and Thailand. Although they have both reaffirmed their importance of maintaining open communication, exercising restraint, avoiding actions that may escalate tensions, and continuing efforts towards peaceful dialogue and constructive engagement. I believe this was possible because of a very clear, fervent belief by both leaders that it is time for peace and no longer the time for war. The prime ministers have agreed to task their respective foreign ministers to sustain this open and candid dialogue and to discuss more directly with one another in detail constructive approaches to prevent escalation, foster the conditions for peace and stability, and to safeguard the well-being of their peoples. Complementary to existing bilateral frameworks, the meeting today also affirmed the importance of the continuing role of the ASEAN Observer Team, composed of representatives from ASEAN member states, to observe, to verify, and to report the implementation of all agreements. We welcome as well the extension of the AOT's mandate for another 3 months, which will last until July of this year. The Philippines underscores its commitment to fulfill its obligation as coordinator of the AOT. And so as Cambodia and Thailand continue to work on the situation, the Philippines commits to continue offering its good offices to enable both countries to engage in sustained dialogue and cooperation, especially towards upholding the commitments and principles agreed upon by the two parties. We express our confidence in the ability of both Cambodia and Thailand to resolve the matter amicably and to manage their border differences peacefully in the spirit of ASEAN solidarity and unity. The entire ASEAN family remains ready to continue supporting efforts to promote dialogue, confidence building, and the maintenance of peace and stability in the region. Together, the three of us have reaffirmed that peace and stability are indispensable for ASEAN's continued growth, prosperity, and the well-being of our people, and that preserving this stability requires constant effort from all ASEAN member states. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we now respectfully invite Samdech Mucha Bovor Tepadej Han Manet, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, to deliver his statement.
Thank you. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Prime Minister Anutin Janvirakul, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to President Marcos Jr. as ASEAN Chair for convening today's meeting. The Philippines' constructive leadership in promoting regional peace, stability, and unity is commendable. Today, Prime Minister Anutin and I have just met with a collective resolve for lasting peace. Our discussions focus on de-escalations and trust-building measures to restore and consolidate a functioning framework for lasting peace and renormalize relations. We discussed the resumption of all existing mechanisms, namely the JBC, GBC, and RBC, as the new government of Thailand has assumed its full functionality. Cambodia highly appreciated the important role of ASEAN Observer Team, the AOT, and thanks ASEAN member states for their continued support and contributions. Cambodia welcomed the Philippines' assumption of its leadership from Malaysia. Cambodia has extended full cooperation and called for strengthened role of AOT to verify and ensure the implementation of the ceasefire and all agreed measures. We also highlight the importance of people-to-people exchanges, including through the Cambodian-Thailand Friendship Association as a complementary pillar in rebuilding trust and promoting mutual understanding. Moving forward, we have tasked our two foreign ministers to engage in further discussions in detail and carry them forward in a practical and result-oriented manner, just like the President has mentioned. Cambodia reiterates that border cannot be changed nor determined by force or through fait accompli. Cambodia calls for the full and immediate implementation of joint statement of 27 December in its entirety, in particular point 3, which calls for prompt resumptions of JBC survey and demarcation work by JBC in accordance with existing agreement without further delay. Because we believe that this mechanism will be essential to ensure the end of the practice of fait accompli on the ground and to guarantee that sovereignty, territorial integrity, and international boundary are respected in accordance with international law and existing treaties and agreements, thereby fostering trust and bringing about lasting peace between our two countries. We also discussed on the future path for dealing with the overlapping maritime claim, with Cambodia's decision to initiate compulsory conciliation under UN clause after Thailand's withdrawal from the MOU 2001. Cambodia believes this is a peaceful path toward a fair solution for both parties. Finally, Cambodia remains firmly committed to the peaceful settlement of disputes based on international law and existing agreements, including the commitments affirmed in the Kuala Lumpur Joint Declaration of 26 October 2025 and the Joint Statement of 27 December 2025. Cambodia stands ready to move forward constructively, swiftly, and in good faith. Thank you.
Thank you, Samdech. May we now respectfully invite His Excellency Mr. Anutin Chanvirakul, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand, to deliver his statement.
Excellency President Marcos, Excellency Prime Minister Hun Manet, members of the media. First of all, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to President Bongbong Marcos in his capacity as ASEAN Chair for his initiative in organizing this important meeting, and a very warm welcome that I was given to visit this beautiful city of Cebu. I just had a frank and candid discussion with Prime Minister Hun Manet. We both reaffirmed that we will jointly endeavor to work towards peace through dialogue. Thailand and Cambodia are two neighboring countries. It is best that we avoid conflict. It only brings losses and suffering. Now is the time for us to look forward and walk this path together towards peace. This requires sincerity, good faith, and determination. In this spirit, Prime Minister Hun Manet and I agreed to assign our foreign ministers to work together closely on a list of practical confidence-building measures, starting with issues where we have common ground and can be implemented immediately. These measures would be key to restoring trust and gradually rebuilding our bilateral relations. Thailand and Cambodia must move forward together, step by step, in the same direction. As we move, we should communicate more directly with each other at all levels and try to find ways to bridge gaps and expand cooperation. On the issue of land and maritime boundary, I have proposed during the discussion constructive way forward to address this issue in the spirit of good neighborliness. Today, we have taken a major step. I am confident that with resolve, determination, and sincerity on both sides, we can advance the pursuit of peace for our two countries and for the region as a whole. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellencies. May we now invite our leaders for a photo opportunity.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our event for tonight. Thank you.